I know what you're thinking. Oh wow, look at this lowlife. He can't even get a woman, so he had to pay a woman for her services. Well, I know this isn't much of an excuse, but I work a solid 70 hours a week, with only one day off to take care of all my errands and anything that needs to get done. Anyways, this isn't a place to criticize or judge me, so I'm gonna tell you how I met the greatest woman in my life. Her name is Monica. I was scrolling through all of the normal posts, you know, the typical clickbait ones like, young and sexy blonde ready to make all your fantasies a reality, when I stumbled across an ad that sparked my interest. 28-year-old woman, here for you anytime you're feeling down. It wasn't your typical post, so I figured it was a less than average looking girl on the cheap side. I couldn't have been more wrong. To my disbelief, she was absolutely stunning. She had to be the most gorgeous woman I had ever laid eyes on, and she had a very low rate of $100 an hour. It is too good to be true, I thought to myself. With a small shred of hope I had, I decided to contact the number and set up an appointment. She was, to my surprise, available at any time. I decided to meet her that night, and it was the best decision I have ever made in my life. As I arrived at the cheap motel that she had said to meet her at, and I was already doubting everything and was about to leave, I ended up going inside just to see what the woman actually looked like and see if it was some type of scam. It was really her, the stunning woman from the post. She looked exactly like the pictures. Hi there, George. It's nice to meet you. Tonight is going to be very special. As a first-time customer, I'll give you a deal of 50% off, she said in an eccentric voice. I quickly handed her $100 for 2 hours, since I had already decided to pay her the full hour. So, 2 hours is a good amount of time. I'd really like to get to know a little bit about you, I said. Well, what would you like to know? She laughed. It was the cutest little laugh I have ever heard. Well, I don't know, where are you from? Do you enjoy your job? What made you start doing what you do? I asked. Well, I am originally from New Jersey, but I decided I wanted a change of scenery about a year ago. To be honest, I love my job. I enjoy making others happy, giving them an escape from all the stress that they are dealing with. I've always been one to get great satisfaction from helping others and trying to make them as happy as possible. The money I get from this is just so I can pay my bills and afford to live, but it is my one true passion. I started to really enjoy talking to her. We talked for like an hour. I told her what I do for work and how it is hard to find a companion or friends with the crazy amounts of hours I work. She told me many things about herself, including things she likes, her life goals, and just down-to-earth things that I could never imagine a hooker saying. She grabbed me and kissed me. I thought at this point she was just trying to get this over with and finish me off so that she could get on with her day. George, I really enjoy your company. You're not like those other men that stop by for a quick one and leave without saying a word or giving me a tip. Sex is an intimate thing to me. It brings joy to the other person and gives them an escape from reality for a little while. I'm not asking for a huge tip or any praise, nothing like that. It's just that I've had clients that come back weekly. They say things like, take your clothes off and get to work. None of them even know my real name. It is Monica. Mabel is just my alias. She seemed a little upset. I was starting to imagine all of these men having their way with her and treating her like garbage. Yes, I understand that she was just a hooker, but something inside me felt a little frustrated. I don't know why or how, but I was starting to feel something looking at her. I couldn't tell if I was just horny or if I was starting to develop some type of feelings for this girl. Either way, I grabbed her and kissed her. We made out like two high school students. It was amazing. She quickly started taking off my clothes, and I took off hers. Well, I don't need to give you the graphic details, but I'm sure you know what happened next. My time with her was coming to an end, and even after I finished, I was still interested in her. I was about to leave, and I already wanted to see her again. Thank you, Monica. I had the greatest night in a very long time. I hope that I can see you again soon. She agreed and said that she would be available to see me any time I needed her. After a few sessions of seeing her and talking for hours, and every night ending with the same passion, it never got old. I knew I was starting to develop strong feelings for this girl. She did in and out calls, so this time I decided I would schedule an appointment at my house this time. "Oh wow, bringing me home tonight, such a gentleman," she laughed on the phone. I told her that I was excited to see her soon, and she said she would give me a call when she arrived to make sure it was the right place. She finally arrived, and I greeted her at the door and I had her come inside. Even in a different setting, we still did the same as every other time. We talked for a long time, I showed her around my house, and eventually we ended up in my room, sitting on the bed, still talking. Eventually, the 2 hours ended, and we didn't have any intercourse. I know this sounds very weird. I asked her to be my girlfriend and move in with me. I wanted to take care of her. That night, she moved in. I got to see her every day. I worked a lot, so I would only get to see her at night and on my day off. I think she missed the job because she would cry every day. I know she loves to make others happy, but now she could focus on making me happy. I am the only one she needs. I would get angry sometimes, as does every man, as she would cry as I yelled at her. I loved her, but sometimes she seemed ungrateful. I fed her every day, 3 meals a day. I paid for everything. She didn't need to lift a finger. Well, today, something unfortunate happened. Somehow, when I got home from work, she wasn't in the basement where I left her. The chains that normally kept her from moving much were broken. I'm so worried. I think she was kidnapped. I don't know what I would do without her. It drives me crazy thinking about some ruthless man kidnapping her and doing heinous things to her. I actually see police lights outside of my house. I don't know how they knew the love of my life was kidnapped from me. I am just very happy the police are here to help me find the monster that stole her from me.